It's not just about preparing yourself physically, it's about arming yourself with as much information and data as possible to give you that winning edge. Welcome to Day 5 of the 2011 SAP 5O5 World Championship. I'm Dean Miller. Now before race time, you'll find sailors right here in the SAP Competitors Lounge, analysing their previous day's data and performance using the SAP Business Intelligence tools.
So Ryan, what you'll be able to do either post-race or before a race is be able to come in here and analyse how you performed in specific segments of the race. So in this case we might be looking at your upwind performance. So we're able to come in here and specifically select you as a boat and then be able to track how you performed in all of those upwinds. So we'll be looking at things like the leg time, your top speed and your rank. So you can then have a look at whether or not you're going fast enough and whether or not you are choosing the most optimum course to be able to get to the next mark. Was there any particular legs yesterday that you remember being more hairy than others?
Is this the first race or the second race?
This is the second race. This is race 4 that we're having a look at the moment.
Oh, shoot. Could have done that.
There were some frustrating legs. Yeah.
Was there?
There were some frustrating legs.
We had some rough legs in that one. Our downwind speed just wasn't quite as good as we had hoped.
Ryan Cox and his crew Stu Park from USA 8681 were sitting in 24th position after race 4 on the leaderboard. Using the SAP analytics, they were able to identify what they needed to work on, which was in fact their downwind speed.
Okay, so there you are as being highlighted, and there's the other guys that I selected across the same measures.
Okay, and what are these again?
So remember, we've got the leg time, the leg
time.
rank, and the distance travelled.
Okay, distance travelled is red? No, it's blue.
Blue, yes, this guy here, yep.
Okay, we actually travelled less distance.
Nice.
Susie Ferris is an international sailing coach working with German team 9040 Shoemaker and Jess, and for her, the SAP Sailing Analytics are all about finding the edge.
Actually, we were just having a look there with one of the sailors that I've been working with, and yeah, we think it's fantastic. We can just have a look at how much distance the sailors travelled in the race, and even analyse each leg of the race as well. And we mentioned there, we had a look and he travelled more distance on the first leg and hadn't been doing as well as his main competitor there. And he said, oh yes, we missed a wind shift in the first leg and that's why we travelled more distance. And that's great for being able to have that information. When you're debriefing with your sailors, sometimes you can't see things like that from outside the course when you're in the boat.
Craig Ferris is a coach of international repute. He's been coaching the AIS sailing team, among others. I reckon you're an intergalactic coach.
That's intergalactic, interplanetary.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This SAP software obviously has fantastic applications for you as a coach.
It certainly has. Like you come to a regatta like this, you get that sort of information, you can go back and analyse it so well and in such detail that you can formulate a training program for the next year for the next World Championships.
Day 5, race 5. And the competitors arrived on the beach early to re-gear and talk about the racing ahead. Great day out there on the water yesterday.
Yeah, very happy with that. It was our conditions, and yeah, we revelled in it, and yeah, hopefully we can keep it going in the lighter stuff today.
Yeah, pressure a little bit lighter. How will you attack the racing today? How does it change?
Oh, it doesn't really change a lot. We just go out there and just try and get ourselves in a good spot at the first mark, and then just work on it from there.
Well, we'd like it a bit stronger, but I think it's going to be very similar to tomorrow. So we just get out of the gate early.
Yep.
I like to get out of the gate early because I've got clear air and a little bit of room below me, and I can foot off and sail my own race.
World Marathon World 49er champion Nathan Outteridge now sailing a 505. In fact, you've only had this boat for a short period of time, haven't you?
Yeah, we sailed one day before the pre-wads.
Yeah. So this was Ian Murray's boat?
Yep.
Mate, you're doing incredibly well considering, hey?
Yeah.
You must be happy with your performance?
No, yeah, we're really happy. We're a bit shocked, to be honest. You know, we just came up here because we thought it'd be a good event to do, and we were planning on doing months of training before it, and we only ended up getting the boat ready to sail the day before the pre-wads. So we're still screwing fittings on it as we go and trying to keep it in one piece.
Well, it's a lovely sight, isn't it? The 87 competitors leaving Cat's Eye Beach in serene and sedate conditions, but will this be the calm before the storm? What awaits our sailors around the other side of Passage Peak? Only time will tell. Welcome back out onto the racetrack, Hamilton Island, Queensland, Australia, for the 2011 SAP 5O5 World Championships. Dean Miller, Pip Pearson, another exciting day's sailing coming up, Pip.
Yes, it is, sure is, Dean. We're on race day 3. This is the start of the 5th race in this series. Wolfgang Hunger, the German current world champion, is only 2 points in front. There's only 1 point separating second and third, and only 3 points further back to fourth. So at this stage of the event, it's anybody's World Series.
The wildest weather of the week was unleashed on the fleet not long after rounding Passage Peak and onto the course proper, with a big shift in wind direction, the reason for the first start of the morning being recalled. There's not much more exciting in the world of yachting than the start of a 505 race, for obvious reasons. You can see there Ian Pennell, there's our Pathfinder. He's on port tack, rest of the fleet on starboard tack. And there they go. The race officially underway. Race 5, SAP 505 World Championships, coming to you from beautiful Hamilton Island, where here in Queensland it's beautiful one day and perfect the next. Conditions started to deteriorate with winds and seas rising and whiteout conditions across the course, which made it not only hard to tell who was leading, but in fact where the weather mark was.
Helen Fisher, Dean, is only one of, I think, 3 female or maybe 4 female skippers in the fleet.
Well, at this point in time, it looks like they're going to round the mark first, this weather mark, so they've had a great beat upwind. Heavy days sailing mean lots of trouble. Casualties throughout the day's racing included Carter Jackson's retrieval of a spinnaker which had disappeared under the bow.
This is what the 505 is designed for, and everyone out here will be really enjoying this.
A remarkable piece of tactical sailing in the dying stages of the race saw line honours taken by the Flying Danes, Jan Sorgman and Morten Ramsbeck. Denmark 8964, stealing victory from Australia's Kevin Cameron and Josh Mortensen, Australia 8957, and the ever-consistent Sandy Higgins and Paul Marsh, Australia 8946 in third. Germany's Wolfgang Hunger and Julian Kleiner 9027, the championship leaders, finished a credible fourth. In race 6, the first across the line was USA 9002, Mike Holt and Carl Schmidt, followed by Germany's 9027 Wolfgang Hunger and Julian Kleiner. And in third place, USA 8762 Howie Hamlin and Andy Zinn. At the end of day 5, our leaderboard stands with Hunger and Kleiner holding on to top place, with only 3 points separating them from Holt and Smith. In third on 18 points is the Aussie pairing of Higgins and Marsh, then Hamlin and Zinn with 25 points, and Conrads and Haynes in 5th position with 30 points. That was a remarkable bit of sailing to win the first race. You must have been very happy.
We were, after not having been that successful during the beginning of the regatta, we were really pleased to sort of doing what we came here for, but we are a little too far behind, but we are still fighting for it.
I know you don't like getting asked these questions about points, but do you feel the pressure going into tomorrow's sailing with Mike Holt and Carl Smith breathing down your neck? No?
No, not really. We had quite a pressure this morning. It was 3 more races to go, and we had a day that was okay, not too good, not too bad, so it was okay. So everything is in our own hands, and we will make the best of it tomorrow. And I'm very confident we can make it.